Hi there, welcome to this how-to about rule types. Mosparo contains different rule types. Every rule type has a different target and is used in different situations. In this video, we'll explain the different rule types to you. In general, we have two categories of rule types. The form-related rule types work with form data, while the user-related rule types work with user data, like the browser's user agent or the user's IP address. Every rule type has one or multiple item types. You can choose the item type for every item within a rule independently. Let's start with the form rule types. The domain rule type allows you to filter for domains. This rule type will filter email form fields, URL form fields, and text arias. You can use the email rule type to search for email addresses in email fields and text arias. With the rule type Unicode block, you can specify blocks of the Unicode character set you do not want to receive. For example, you can specify that emojis are not allowed. If you want to find websites in the form data, you can use the rule type website. This rule type will search for websites in form of URLs in the URL fields and text arias. The most generic and most used rule type is the word rule type. With the word rule type, you can search for words, which is the easiest way to identify a submission as spam. The rule type has two item types, text and regular expression. If you want to block a single word or a combination of words, create an item with the item type text. You can use regular expressions to find matching patterns if you want to block a pattern. For this, use the item type regular expression and define the pattern in the value field. Let's continue with the user-related rule types. With the rule type IP address, you can block specific IP addresses or whole subnets. Choose the item type you want to block and add the IP address or the subnet. The provider rule type allows you to block a specific provider or country. Mosparo uses the IP address in combination with the GOAP2 database to determine the provider and the country for an IP address. It is important to note that this information can be outdated or inaccurate. You should use this rule type carefully, since you can block the wrong users easily. If you want to rate bot-like user agents, you can do that with the rule type user agent. You can specify a part of the user agent with the item type text, or use the item type regular expression to match it with a pattern. Summary. To create the rules in Mosparo, you must choose between 8 different rule types. 5 rule types are related to the form data, while 3 are related to the user-related data. The most common rule type is the word rule type. When creating a rule, you have to choose a rule type. You cannot change the type of an existing rule. Learn more about Mosparo with these videos.